I was doing a fellowship in Canada. I applied for a job, got rejected. I applied for another job, another rejection. This happened many times. I went to recruitment firms because they had so many jobs vacant. They said, sorry, we cannot give you a job. You're not certified in Canada. This is when I realized USA has an option of an alternate path where an eligible IMG can skip US residency and directly become a consultant. And this is what I did. Since then, we've been coaching hundreds of international medical graduates like you to become successful with this path, many of whom have found positions. And I'm going to share how exactly I achieved this so you can follow the same strategy. Let's do this together. I am an anesthesiologist, and this t-shirt is special for me because the patient's mother gave this to me because I took care of them and they had a very complex history. So they said thank you and gave this. It was a very special moment. Are you someone interested in moving to the USA? Just comment a yes or no below. Alright, when I was doing my fellowship in Canada, I approached many people for a job because I had already done my residency from India. I was now doing a clinical fellowship and I did not want to repeat my residency all over again. Nothing wrong with that, but just that I did not want to because I felt like I had already done my residency. Now this is when I explored multiple hospitals, multiple recruitment firms until I did not find any success. And during this process, I realized USA does have an option of what is called as the alternate entry path through which an eligible IMG can skip residency in the US, assuming they've already done their residency in their home country and become part of the system. So I started looking at hospitals that could potentially offer this. Of course, it was not published. There was no IMG secrets then to help with all this. And lo and behold, I get called from a prestigious hospital from Cincinnati when they offered me to interview. In the meanwhile, I did finish my USMLE Step 1 and Step 2 CK while I was doing my clinical fellowship in Canada. I had my interview, and this is the time when I had a job offer from Canada. Canada was willing to offer me directly a consultant position as well. So did the USA. So I was very confused. It took me many weeks to figure out what exactly I should be doing, and today I can give you the answer in 2 minutes depending on what your situation is, because we know this so really well with my own personal situation and helping many international medical graduates. This is not an easy decision. After much thinking, I made a decision to move to the USA. During this process, I was asked to complete USMLE Step 3 because then this would help me obtain an H-1B visa. If you're looking for H-1B, make sure you do complete your USMLE Step 3. And in our opinion, this is actually the best visa. Alright, so I finished my USMLE Step 3. Not a problem, I could finish all my steps in one shot, and then the job offer was done, the visa paperwork was through, and then I got my visa stamped when I was in Toronto, Canada at the US Embassy in Toronto, and then I got my full license from the State Board of Ohio, and I was able to start my job on time. Even before I started my job, I did receive approval from the American Board of Anesthesiology to be an alternate entry path candidate. So this essentially means you work for 4 years. In my case, as a consultant or as an attending in one particular hospital, you finish some of the requirements they ask you to do, which in my opinion are not too difficult to do. Plus, the hospitals provide extensive support in order to accomplish this. And I had a lot of support from my boss who helped me through the success. I had great mentors with me, all of whom helped me become successful through the alternate entry path. So I did finish my 4 years of working in one particular hospital affiliated with University of Cincinnati, very prestigious university. And then after which, I got eligibility to write my anesthesia boards. I finished my exams. Essentially, anesthesia boards is like finishing your exams after your PG, and then this is how I become a board certified anesthesiologist in the USA. And remember, because I had done my pediatric anesthesia fellowship, I also was able to become board certified in pediatric anesthesia, and which is what we've been encouraging you IMGs to do, that you not only become certified in your primary specialty but also become board certified in your secondary specialties as well. And these are the things that are not available online except for what we say and what we write with our articles on our website. Well, I became board certified, and then I've been working in the USA as a full-time anesthesiologist. I enjoy more work that I do clinically, plus I enjoy talking to you all, providing guidance one-on-one and also through this portal. And I've been very thankful that many of you have shared your experiences and many of you have been successful, and it really feels nice to see that our efforts are helping you all so you become successful. That's the whole idea of doing this. And because of my extensive experience, we've been guiding IMGs for many years, but more so recently with a more structured process through IMG Secrets. We have a large team of experts who are here to help you. Plus, we also help dentists. We have nurses who are practicing in the USA who have a lot of experience who are now part of our team. And then we've been able to guide nurses as well. So if you belong to any of these category, you can always go to our website www.imgsecrets.com and book an appointment with me or any of our experts, and we will be more than happy to share all this with you, because these are generic information. What might be applicable to you specifically might be a lot different, and we ensure we share all the possible knowledge we have so eventually you become successful with your journey as an IMG. Also remember, this alternate path is not something new. This has been there for many years, and in fact we have seen IMGs who've been working even without board certification, even without USMLE for a long time, because these are IMGs who entered the system very early on. But many things have changed. The alternate pathway has taken various different shapes, but currently when I got into alternate entry path, the requirement was very strict. They really had a high bar in terms of seeing how productive the person is in research, because that was the only way you could enter the system. So I came with about 75 to 80 publications at that time. So that was the requirement of being a candidate through the alternate entry path program. But now with the ongoing shortages, many things have changed. They have made it a lot more easier for IMGs to become part of the system. Now anesthesia, for example, has research pathway and non-research pathway. So there are various different pathways, and the number of specialties that take candidates through alternate entry path has significantly increased. So you have a lot more chances than before to be a part of the system. So make use of this. Any questions, do post in the comments below. Take care, stay safe. I'll talk to you soon. I'm going to share how I landed a job, how I practice. I get called from a prestigious hospitals. I get called from a prestigious hospital. And then, of course, and in fact, we have seen IMGs who have been working, who've been working even without